So what's the program called that you're going to be talking about?
Well, the national tour I'm doing is called Turning Back the Clock. How to rejuvenate and regenerate your hormones. But what the subtitle really should be is how to get younger and healthier as we get older.
Right. So in the program you talked a lot about obesity, and it's sort of the scourge of the modern era, really, and the plague of the modern era. But
it is a global epidemic occurring that if anything will topple down governments, it will be the cost from the obesity epidemic. And
how can we, with your program of treatment or exercise, or it's not really anything, what is it? How do we overcome that?
The unique paradigm that I'm introducing into Australia, which isn't mine, it's developed by an English endocrinologist 60 years ago. It was used successfully in Europe and in South America. It's still being used successfully in Europe and South America. It's based on the understanding of what is the root cause behind obesity epidemic. And as it turns out, there are many factors that fuel it, but the ultimate root cause problem that results is the dysfunction of the hypothalamus.
So yeah, I've heard people saying it's the pituitary gland, but it's really the hypothalamus.
Well, it seems to be the hypothalamus, and Dr. Simeon spent many decades looking into the root causes of obesity, and he ruled out the adrenals, the thyroid, and the pituitary, and what he focused on and what his research seemed to validate is that the hypothalamus gets dysfunctional, and the hypothalamus is like this major overarching
it's the master gland
that rules our central nervous system, is responsible for overall endocrine function, and it deals with all those autonomic functions, including sleep and moods and cravings, and affects blood pressure, affects blood sugar levels, and most importantly, it runs the fat-burning mechanism of the body, which we have
That's the crucial point.
lost.
What has caused this loss of the function of the hypothalamus?
Oh, there are many things. First of all, it's a junk food diet where we are just putting toxic foods and not being able to rebuild and regenerate our cells. It has to do with the level of toxicity in the environment. Many of the toxins are extremely poisoning to the functioning of the hypothalamus, like bisphenol A, which is in all plastics. And then we have the problem of trends of dieting and fasting and gorging, and that really upsets these major regulating systems. And now we have EMFs.
EMFs is the newly discovered problem. Right. So to human chorionic gondaotropin is the Samuel, what was the fellow, Dr. Simeon's...
Dr. Simeon's discovered, he actually pioneered the use of the hormone injections. Now people are using the hormone in the form of an oral approach, an oral hormone, but the program that I actually have used personally to change my body, and what I'm introducing into Australia, what I've used with over 400 patients, is the benefit of homeopathic HCG.
Right. So I look forward to your Saturday, the 6th of August in Sydney. Is that the date for Sydney? Or no, I've got it on my pamphlet, but I'll get that clear.
I'll have to go check.
Yeah, thanks very much for your time, and I'll put this on the radio.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Awesome.